This week, we are shining a spotlight on some of the heroes at UChicago Medicine, our nurses. They are the heartbeat of our enterprise, tirelessly providing exceptional care to all our patients. Their contributions don't stop there. Many of our nurses are driving research and innovation to enhance the quality of care we deliver. They also share their knowledge and experience with each other and with students. To all our nurses, we thank you for your dedication, passion, and commitment to our mission.
I share Dean Anderson's sentiment. Thank you for embodying the spirit of compassion and service every day. One of the highlights of my week is seeing the many heartfelt letters of appreciation that we get from our patients and their families about our nurses. As part of Nurses Week, our team went to sites across our health system to hear from our nurses. We asked what inspired them to become nurses now they make a difference in our patients' lives. And we are delighted to share this video with you.
I actually was a patient first at the University of Chicago. I had a lot of nurses and the care team there was amazing. So I knew when I was in college that I wanted to go into nursing and specifically work at the University of Chicago.
Growing up, my mom had some health issues that required her to have a home health nurse, and I just thought it was the coolest job ever. So for as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a nurse.
I became a nurse to try to make an impact in people's lives. We have a community that's in need and lacks resources in healthcare, and I thought this was a good place to make a difference.
I was inspired to be a nurse because I wanted to help people who needed it the most.
I went into nursing because I always wanted a fulfilling job, and I love waking up every morning knowing I get to help people and leave knowing I made a difference.
I became a nurse to really just make a difference in the population of mother-baby, but ended up finding myself loving the emergency department.
I became a nurse because I wanted to make someone's worst day a little bit better.
In 2015, my younger brother had an open heart surgery. It was a pretty tough time for my parents, but the one bright spot that they took home was the nursing care that they received. And I think just kind of being the bright spot in someone's really hard time was something that was kind of inspiring. So when it got to that time, I just kind of went for it.
I became a nurse because I've always wanted to work with people and I wanted to take care of people. So being a nurse, I get to do both.
Regardless of what people come here for and how many times they come into the ER, I treat everybody with respect and dignity.
We all know being in the hospital isn't fun, being sick isn't fun. So any little thing that I can do to make somebody feel a little better, it's worth it.
Whether it's holding their hand or guiding them through a process or a treatment, and just being with them from when they're admitted to when they're discharged.
I like advocating for patients when they're most vulnerable. Patients that are going under anesthesia or having surgical procedures are usually pretty scared and nervous, and being able to help reassure them and ensure they have a safe time in the OR and waking up is very personally rewarding for me.
I try to be positive, I try to be open, I want to be a good patient advocate. That's something that I pride myself on.
I think at the end of the day, whenever I do patient care interaction, I dispense care. I dispense compassion. I give them my time because I'm passionate in what I do.
I'm able to impart my nursing experience and knowledge onto them to help them process through the crisis to a successful resolution so we can get them back to living their lives.
Since no kid likes to be at the hospital, I try to make their experience a little bit more positive, whether it's giving them their favorite candy or a toy just to make their experience a little bit better.
Making sure, when you treat an individual, think of them as what if this was your loved one? Put yourself in their shoes. Patients are not just patients, they are actually human beings. They have loved ones.
Really, I think it just takes listening and empathy. They're going through a lot in their life, and to be able to be that person that makes a difference and lends a helping hand, I think it makes their day, and also it just makes my day.